In other words, this bill is a massive transfer of wealth, not from the rich to the poor, but from middle-class families and small businesses to favored Democrat constituencies, and above all, that who are not the poor and middle class who we've promised to help. Mr. President, this bill is not a stimulus. It's a mugging. It's a fraud. Conservatives who fear proponents of this bill want to inch our economy closer to European style of socialism are kidding themselves. The proponents of this bill want to strap a big rocket on the back of our economy and launch it all the way to Brussels. This massive spending bill is fatally flawed. It will not rescue our economy. It will strangle it. That's why this bill must be stopped dead in its tracks. It cannot be fixed by tweaking it here or tweaking it there. It must be scrapped entirely, so the leadership in Congress will be forced to consider real alternatives. Fortunately, there is another way, a better way, a way that will actually stimulate the economy, spur investment, and create jobs, a way that will permanently and immediately save billions of dollars in the private sector and in the hands of Americans who buy goods, provide services, start businesses, and hire employees. We call it the American option because it relies on the American people to generate jobs and growth, not the federal government. The plan that I'm offering is not new or clever. It's only 11 pages long. It comes with no bells or whistles, no smoke and mirrors. But it will work, and it's based on proven American principles of freedom, equality, and opportunity. The plan, developed by scholars J.D. Foster and William Beach at the Heritage Foundation, is the best anyone has proposed since the recession first took hold. The idea is simple. First, make the temporary tax cuts of 2001 and 2003 that are currently set to expire in 2011, make these permanent. Make our current rates permanent. This would create the certainty for citizens and businesses that they need to plan their spending and to grow their businesses. The short-term temporary tax relief of the sort envisioned by the Democrat plan does not stimulate economic growth. It's temporary, and it creates economic uncertainty. It's the difference between a $1,000 gift one month, which you might put away or use to pay off some credit card, and a $1,000 a month raise, which might get you thinking about buying a house, a new car, or taking a summer vacation, or starting a new business. To encourage people to take risks and create new jobs, we must make tax relief for families and small businesses permanent. Recessions are caused by uncertainty that keeps investors on the sidelines. Permanent low taxes allow for plans and decisions to be made with an eye towards the future. With the 2011 tax bomb diffused, Part 2 of our plan will cut income tax rates across the board. The top marginal rate, the one paid by most of the small businesses that create new jobs, will fall from 35% to 25%. It simplifies the code to include only two other brackets, 15 and 10. These marginal rate reductions would be permanent and give the private sector maximum predictability as it decides how to best spend its recovered income. This is a matter of fairness. No American family should be forced to pay the federal government more than 25% of the fruits of their labor. Just as we cut taxes for family and small businesses, we need to cut them for corporations as well, from 35 to 25%. And we shouldn't be afraid to say so. Our corporate tax rate is one of the highest in the world, driving investment and jobs overseas. Lowering this key rate will unlock trillions of dollars to be invested in America instead of abroad. And rather than giving large companies loopholes and targeted tax benefits, which only encourage them to spend money on lobbyists who secure such goodies, Congress should get out of the business of picking winners and losers in the market and simply cut everyone's taxes and let the best companies win. This plan will make businesses compete for consumers, not congressmen and senators. To further simplify and improve the code, our plan would also permanently repeal the alternative minimum tax, permanently maintain the capital gains and dividend taxes at 15%, permanently kill the death tax for estates under $5 million and cut the tax rate to 15%, permanently extend the $1,000 per child tax credit, permanently repeal the marriage penalty, and permanently limit itemized deductions to home mortgage interest and charitable contributions. The Heritage Foundation's Center for Data Analysis, widely respected economic forecasting model, projects this plan would result in nearly 500,000 more jobs this year, almost 3 million new jobs by 2011, 7.5 million new jobs by 2013, and a total of nearly 18 million jobs over the next decade. That's an average of nearly 2 million jobs every year.